Welcome, pro wrestling fans, to another WrestleMap exclusive event. I'm Brian Anderson, the founder of WrestleMap. This time, we return to the Republic of the Congo, but instead of an arena show in Brazzaville, we'll be heading to the city of Ouesso, over 500 miles and a 10-hour road trip away from the Republic of the Congo's capital. Ouesso is surrounded by rainforest and is located near the southern border of Cameroon. It's the home of the champion of the Congo at the time of this taping, Saffron. While Saffron is no longer the champion of the Congo, that title now belongs to RTGA, his time as champion resulted in some of the biggest stars from both the Republic of the Congo and the Democratic Republic of the Congo gathering in his hometown for a unique pro wrestling event in an intimate venue in December of 2022. The wrestling action in today's event will feature a great deal of catch fetiche, a Congolese style of pro wrestling that features the use of traditional voodoo and fetishism as in-ring offense used to incapacitate an opponent. Instead of a ring, at this unique event, the wrestlers will compete on mats, similar to events that have taken place in many Japanese promotions over the years. And we'll be bringing you 9 matches of some of the Congo's best wrestlers today. Unfortunately, for a couple of the matches, we only have portions of the match and will present to you all of the highlights we can. Now, without further ado, let's head to Ouesso in the Republic of the Congo for the Great Congolese Clash. Here ready to get underway with our first match of the night. Here you are looking at Lesoko He is actually the son of Bougie Rouge, who he will be wrestling tonight. This match will definitely feature a high amount of catch fetiche or voodoo wrestling. And as you can see, Lesoko is dressed in that traditional garb, making an entrance with that candle and the shaker that he'll likely use to draw power from. You hear the band playing. It's a big part of Congolese pro wrestling, and they are playing to welcome Bougie Rouge to the ring. Bougie Rouge on the right here. He is a former champion of the Congo in Congolese style or catch fetiche. As in the Congo, in the Republic of the Congo, the two styles, both traditional or classic style pro wrestling and Congolese style, are both represented by national championship belts. Bougie Rouge was once the champion of the Congolese style or catch fetiche throughout the country. Both wrestlers getting a good reception here, maybe a little bit more for Bougie Rouge as he shows off for the crowd. And we are getting ready to get started here. It looks like Lesoko may be praying here to that candle, maybe looking for some power to draw from early on. Hear the band as they play on, and they'll pick up and drop back depending on the action in the ring and the action of the wrestlers throughout the event. Always one of my favorite parts of Congolese pro wrestling, hearing the band play along with the action. We hear the referee whistle, and it looks like we are ready to get things underway. Bougie Rouge is taking off that robe, getting down to his ring gear. Both wrestlers feeling the band, using it to energize themselves as they prepare for combat and sometimes even spiritual combat. We see both wrestlers. Bougie Rouge looks like he has put that candle in his mouth, looking to extinguish perhaps the powers of his son, Lesoko. And he continues to chew on that candle. You see the sign of the cross there from Lesoko as he's maybe looking for some other type of power to continue, to give him the strength. Both wrestlers circling. And we'll see a traditional tie-up of sorts. Quick trip from Lesoko, and now he's working that leg, but a nice reversal with the head scissors by Bougie Rouge. He gains control. Dragging his son across the ring as maybe, he would have done, disciplining him as a child, and now continuing to work over that back, and he locks in a tight headlock. And he's cranking away. Bougie Rouge with control early here. You can hear Lesoko kind of yelling out in pain, maybe yelling out to some type of force for assistance. And you wonder, can he use that to reverse the hold? But no, Bougie Rouge locks it in tighter. Lesoko scrambling, and you hear the band begin to kind of play Lesoko to sleep almost. Lesoko kind of getting back to a base, but Bougie Rouge still has it locked in. We have a great night of action for you tonight. I think you're really going to enjoy this very different style of pro wrestling, and with the nice throw there, Bougie Rouge now picking his son Lesoko up and catches him with a quick uppercut, staggering Lesoko out into the crowd, and now he's looking for support from the fans who have gathered all around this mat here in Ouesso. Another tie-up, gains quick control of the arm, and then a trip there from Lesoko. And he's going to work on that leg, it looks like. He's isolating it, and yes, he drops an elbow down, and now it's Lesoko's turn maybe to take the offensive, and he's got another arm lock locked in here, working on that arm of Bougie Rouge, and now it's time for a headlock of his own. He's got his father in the headlock now, like father, like son. Lesoko wrenching and stepping in to gain more power, putting all of his weight, and now we'll just take Bougie Rouge to the mat and stomp right to his dad's chest. Lesoko looking for something, a little bit of hand fighting here. Both wrestlers kind of stuck in a stalemate. Lesoko still seems to have control of that head though, and he's calling out for support. He's looking like he wants to go for a suplex, maybe a vertical suplex. Bougie Rouge continues to block, and now Bougie Rouge looks like he may have Lesoko frozen with one of these uses of this magic. This catch fetiche, this Congolese style that he is an expert and former national champion in. The band begins to pick up as the magic increases, and he's got his opponent prone now, right in the middle of the ring. Continues to and he seems to have control of his body, and he's got him kind of thrusting as the crowd calls along. Bougie Rouge has Lesoko in a trance, and he's calling out to the crowd now. And the referee trying to gain control. Lesoko seems to have broken free, and now another trip. And isolating that arm once again, but a nice reversal with the roll through by Bougie Rouge. Lesoko now looking to call a spell of his own, looking to use some of that magic. Let's see if that can be effective on his father, who is just an expert in this style. It seems to be working so far. Bougie Bougie now looking like he's in a trance, walking around the ring, but perhaps breaking free. You saw a smile on his face. Yeah, Bougie Rouge is broken free, and now he's gaining control again. He's looking for some offense, and he stomps on the foot of Lesoko Yanzungu, who's in a lot of pain now. And he's checking over. He stomps on the referee's foot, and the referee's saying no. But Bougie's trying to get the referee into some kind of trance as well. And you see this sometimes in Congolese wrestling where a wrestler will use a tactic like this to gain favor from the referee, maybe to get a good call, or as you see in this instance, to get the referee to flee the ring, and the referee's left the ring, and Lesoko is kind of circling on the outside in some pain as well. Bougie Rouge really used this to his advantage here. And the referee has returned, maybe breaking that spell. And he wants the match to continue, calling for both wrestlers to the center of the ring. But Lesoko is in a lot of pain. He is doubled over from whatever Bougie Rouge has put into him. And you see, now Bougie Rouge comes back into the picture. He's looking now to maybe dig into his bag of tricks, picking up that robe that he wore to the ring. But Lesoko trying something now as his father gets back to his feet. Oh, and an atomic drop kind of there from Bougie Rouge, who got the reversal after Lesoko tried to kind of stop him in time and lock in a headlock, but Bougie Rouge did not fall for the offense, and now he is in control. Got a nice collar tie-up. Using that catch fetiche again. Seems to be gaining control of Lesoko's limbs. He was frozen in time, but you can see that arm moving. There's some kind of cloth in his hand, and I'm wondering now, is this what the two wrestlers are drawing their power from? This will often happen, especially when this fetiche is used, or the fetishism power can be drawn from an object that is perceived to have some type of magical ability. We see now that cloth come into play again. Bougie Rouge trying to gain possession of it from Lesoko to use it against him is what, and it, no, he's unable to so far. Lesoko still with possession of that cloth, and he's looking to use it. Bougie Rouge circling back, and we'll see what will happen here. Oh, and another tie-up, a reversal into, oh, just a stiff shot right across the back by Bougie Rouge that has left Lesoko absolutely reeling in pain on the mat. And now Bougie Rouge working up the crowd. And we've now cut to, it appears as if the referee is under a trance again. You see Lesoko using that cloth to kind of cure the referee, and now we see the two circling again. But Bougie Rouge using some type of spell again, freezing Lesoko in his path. He's moving now, and you have to wonder, is this under the control of Bougie Rouge? Is going again for this cloth, this magical cloth that we've already seen cure the referee, and now the two are fighting over it, down on one knee, and it looks like Bougie Rouge has taken that cloth, and he's going for the cover. That's one, I think. Two with the cloth in between, or is that the three? And that's three, that's right, Bougie Rouge takes possession of that magical cloth, uses it to cover Lesoko Yanzungu, and the former Congolese style wrestling champion of the Republic of the Congo comes away with the win. waiting now for Roidu Ring's opponent to appear. The referee calls for him, and here he is, to a raucous ovation from the crowd. Here's Niyama, covered in that white powder, kind of walking, almost as if he's possessed. But the crowd is absolutely enjoying the presence of Niyama as he dances along with the band and gets the crowd all worked up. And that walk of Niyama is just so intimidating. He looks like he's not all there, and Roidu Ring has a smile on his face, but I'm not sure that he should. It's the referee looking to get things started here. Referees in Congo often have a whistle, which is not something you'll see in most other wrestling countries of the world, but it definitely is a drawback to the amateur style there, with the referee with the whistle, using it to control the match. Giving the rules here, and we'll see if he'll blow that whistle to get things started. You hear that shaker of Niyama is continuously going as he cannot stand still. Appears to be under a trance, maybe controlled by something not quite human. Roidu Ring now with his chance to show off for the crowd. And the referee asking the wrestlers to take their corners. Niyama still continues to shake. And his introduction gets a great reaction again from the fans. Niyama absolutely beloved here in Ouesso. And we'll see how that translates to his in-ring performance tonight. Getting things started here. Roidu Ring taking control early. Oh, a knee rise right into that chest area, knocking Niyama to the mat. Not quite a great reaction, as it looks like the fans here are really supporting Niyama, who is reeling early on. Oh, and a stiff forearm to the back, which will also knock Niyama to the ring. Roidu Ring taking his time here, talking to the fans, letting Niyama suffer, calling out to the fans, perhaps taunting them that he's got the local favorite reeling and in some real trouble. Waiting for Niyama to get to his feet. Roidu Ring just kind of standing back, and let's see what he has in store. Looking to gain control, but Niyama breaks free, and it looks like he's calling out maybe to some spirits, and Roidu Ring is in a trance and taken down. Oh, but he escapes quickly, maybe playing a little bit of possum there with Niyama. Acting as if he fell for that use of magic, but breaking free instead, and there's a takedown from Niyama. But the referee calls for a stoppage. Sorry, we're a little bit all over the place with our footage on this one, but it's the best we can do. It's all how it came to us. We're doing our best to bring you complete matches. Now you see Niyama. Oh my goodness! Got the fire that exploded and that took down Roidu Ring. The referee paused, and there's the three. Niyama called for it. Use that exploding water that turned the fire and exploded. He used it to get the cover over Roidu Ring for the 3 count. You can see it's still smoking. The referee, he's called for it to continue, perhaps because he was under a trance there, and Niyama called for the pinfall. I believe he's asked for the match to restart, and now Roidu Ring has used a little bit of magic of his own to take down Niyama, and take control of the referee, perhaps. Oh, and that was the referee letting out that scream as he is under Roidu Ring's control. And taken control of again and brought to the mat. The screams. Both the referee and Niyama are down as Roy DeRing is using something to take control now, forcing both wrestlers to lie on the mat and absolutely thrust their pelvises to the delight of the crowd. Great work here by Roy DeRing, who is taking control of this match. And the referee and his opponent are now thrusting their hips in conjunction with the music, and it looks like Roy DeRing is going for a cover, but he needs to get the attention of the referee, who just calls for a 3, but he's completely confused. He has no idea what's going on, and instead asks for the match to resume. And now Niyama. The band and the fans behind him. He's using another one of his spells now. Taking Roy DeRing down to the mat. Making his body stiff and straight as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's it now. That is it. And that will do it. Niyama wins, and now he's putting the referee in a trance, as well as Roy DeRing, and they are dancing in the middle of the ring now, along with Niyama to celebrate his victory to the delight of the fans. That was it. What a match we had there. Up next, our third match of the night. This one, unfortunately, we do not have the whole entire match, but we will see Super Male taking on RTGA, the Lion, who is currently the champion of the Congo, RTGA that is, in classic style, but was not at the time of this recording. Here you see RTGA, former champion of Brazzaville again, as well, which he also regained this year. Currently a double champion, but at the time of this recording was not. You see Super Male now making his way into the ring. He's definitely well received by this fan base. As you see the band joining the band for his entrance, and the referee will check over Super Male just to make sure he's not in possession of any foreign objects, as this match will likely be mostly classic style match. And there we see Super Male lock in that hammerlock and wrench on the arm of RTGA. Kind of taking RTGA down, but the strength of the Lion. And that is why they call him the Lion. He is the king of the mat in the Republic of the Congo. And just, what a takeover. Look at this. Oh my God, what a stiff stomp to the spine. I think I heard his back, his spine adjust as if he were at the chiropractor's office. And again, right to that same spot. And again. He's going to roll him over and now do it in the front. Oh, goodness gracious. RTGA just absolutely pounding on Super Male. Oh, and now to the groin area. Working over Super Male in the crowd. The fans taking off and running. As the action's getting a little too close for comfort, Super Male almost falling into a fan's lap. RTGA gaining control of ring with a pump handle into the backbreaker. is just firmly in control. Going for the cover. 2. Just a 2. And they'll chase the band off as they began to play, perhaps in support of Super Male. RTGA taking control, scaring the fans, scaring the band. Just inflicting punishment and calling back to the referee, as he's being warned, saying, hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. This is just my style of wrestling. In a low blow that time, though, the referee had his back turned, talking to the crowd, and RTGA just right below the belt with a hard uppercut. And again, this time he's spotted. And the referee's giving a warning, but a clothesline right to the back of the head. RTGA toying with his opponent with a smirk on his face. And now another stomp to that already weakened spine. He may be trying to weaken that back to look for his pre-de Leon. It's a camel clutch that he uses, but with a full Nelson at the same time. It's a devastating submission. RTGA lifting Super Male now up into the fireman's carry. And he's gonna lift him up even higher here into the press slam. Almost touching the roof here in Ouesso. Oh, and they'll drop him right across his knee in a gut buster out of the gorilla press slam. Super Male just non-responsive. Let's see it again. The elevation and sheer oh, and he saw him bounce up off that knee after the initial contact. On the Lion, the king of the mat. And unfortunately, that's all we have for you for the RTGA match. But this next one is going to be a treat. I can promise you that. The queen of Congolese wrestling, all the way from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Reine Shakira. She's gonna take on Lumiere. And here she is, the queen, Queen Shakira. The Congo's, probably the Congo's most famous pro wrestler. We've seen her in Vice documentaries. We've heard about her on Keeping It 100 with Conan and Disco Inferno. Reine Shakira, she is the queen. She is based out of Kinshasa and has made the long trip here. And here we see her taking on Lumiere. And the queen, with a stiff shot or two to start it off. 3 right hands that we heard echo. But the snapmare, Lumiere, but a quick reversal with the head scissors from Shakira. Now, that knee, and is using that offense quick, and then just like that transitions into that magic that Shakira is just an expert of. She is an absolute expert of the catch fetiche style. You see Lumiere trying to use it back on her, and it's ineffective, but someone from Lumiere's corner there used it to get a quick near fall, taking the ladies champion of the Congo by surprise. And a takedown now from Lumiere, but another reversal from Shakira. But a quick kip up from Lumiere, and the two now squaring off. Shakira being the aggressor. Oh, another one of those uppercuts right under the chin. Shakira snap suplex. She is a great in-ring technician as well. You see, she gets right back in that wrestling stance. A great amateur background, and there with a fireman's carry drop. She knows how to make her way around the ring. She knows how to take the punishment. She knows how to dish it out, and she especially knows how to use that catch fetiche. Takedown by Lumiere. And now, forearm, two forearms, and a stomp all to the back. Now looking to isolate those legs, keep the champion down. That's right to the inner groin, a stomp to the inner groin. Lumiere calling to the fans. And taking control, grabbing the hair of Shakira, using it to isolate her. Pound knees into her back, and now looking again to that midsection, another stomp to that area. Oh, and a reversal though from Shakira, who follows it up with a forearm right to the kidney. That's left Lumiere reeling. He is in pain, and Shakira waiting for him to come to his feet, and he's using a spell of his own that's frozen Shakira. Who is he calling to? Oh, but Shakira reverses it and throws it to the referee, who's trying to shake it off, and he's saying, hey, no magic used on me. There's one. Another spell that she seems to be throwing from her shoe almost. And the referee takes her down. 1, no, 2 count. Just the magic that's being used, the catch fetiche, is hard to keep up with, as both wrestlers just seem to be throwing kind of a magical force at each other over and over again, trying to use it to harm their opponent, to take control, and the referee wants to separate the two. Let's take a look back here. As we take a little break to that snap suplex from Shakira, and we're back in Lumiere now, choking the life out of Shakira, who's struggling and met with another stomp. These stomps and these forearm shots really doing damage to both opponents in this match. Shakira in control now, and she kind of uses a standing hip attack, and back to that magic. Just gets thrown out to the crowd, back to that corner man, who again, the corner man of Lumiere used his magic on Shakira for another near fall. Shakira looking now, see if she can dig deep into her spirituality. And who is this that she's pulled from ringside? Perhaps looking for some external assistance, just as Lumiere has had. She has, what is this that she's using? It's frozen Lumiere in his tracks. It looks like maybe some wine. There's some wine in the glass. She's taking a sip, and now she's spitting it towards the feet of Lumiere. And unfortunately, that's all we had for you for the Shakira Lumiere match as well. We'll be rolling in to RTGA versus Roma. This time we'll have RTGA, again the classic style champion present day, will be taking on Roma. You see on the right there, getting control early on. Catch fetiche master, and that's something that RTGA does not experiment. We'll see how we'll fight that off today. Right now, it's working against him. But he's back to his feet. And Roma looking for it again. RTGA. Trying to knock the champion down. He's standing tall, kind of like a tree swaying, and now chopped down to the mat. Roma showing off, dancing with the band, drawing from the band, drawing the energy from the crowd. The referee counting as in Congolese wrestling, a knockout can end a match. If a wrestler cannot answer the 10 count while they're laying on the mat, that can end the match, but RTGA answers, and here you see another one of these cloths. Roma has a cloth that it looks like he may be drawing some power from, using it to take control of RTGA, showing the crowd what he's going to use now. I don't quite know what that is, but he's covered it with that cloth. Let's see what's turn into powder that he's thrown into the eyes of RTGA. Bleeding not in his back, and we see that again where he does the handspring out of it. He's the only wrestler I've seen that's been able to break through the catch fetiche spells and offense by just kind of hitting a handspring and just physically forcing his way through it. Just such a powerful wrestler. You can see it in his definition and his tone. Completely dedicated to his craft. And his strength somehow is able to constantly overcome this catch fetiche that opponents are using against him. There's a super kick to the back of the leg, and now a forearm shot to the back, not waiting around to allow Roma the opportunity to use these spells, and now the two wrestlers have kind of left the ring area into the crowd. RTGA, you heard someone yell out for him. Fan in the audience, and he's got Roma in control, got that hammer locked in, and again another forearm to that upper back, weakening the neck as he'll continue to work on that neck and chest, probably looking for the lion's cry. Roma running from his opponent, but using that magic to stop his opponent in his tracks. What does Roma have up his sleeves now? Seems to be digging into his corner, looking for something to draw an attack from. So he's placed maybe a bucket at the feet of RTGA, and he's sitting down beside it. He's now standing, hovering over it, calling to it, reciting something into it. Oh my goodness! That's an explosion to, just a 2 count. How did RTGA kick out of that? What? RTGA kicks up out of the explosion. Are you kidding me? Look at the thick smoke that's gathered now in the arena. RTGA somehow to his feet, squaring up, almost completely unaffected. And a takedown, the single leg, and now he's locking in the Boston Crab. You see, he's been working on that upper back and chest, and he's tapped out. Roma has tapped out. Let's call it the Brazzaville Crab. The Brazzaville Crab wins RTGA the match after surviving an explosion. Our next match, we're going to see Roy During return to the ring, and this time he'll take on the returning Lumiere. Keep in mind, these matches all took place over a course of 3 days, so we'll see some of the same wrestlers back in the ring again. To get things started off here, Roy During kind of dancing and showing off right in the face of Lumiere. Continues to move as the band continues to play. behind him. Now a hammerlock from Lumiere and a front trip. Now he's going to tie up Roy Ring into a pretzel, and now that quick stomp to the back, but Roy Ring's right back to his feet, dusting himself off. That smile still on his face. It seems like nothing has been able to take the smile off Roy Ring's face so far. Full Nelson here from Lumiere, really cranking on it. And now follows it up with a snapmare. Now we're just pounding and pounding on that chest of Roy Ring. Roy Ring would go a long way here with a win over Lumiere to prove that he is in fact the king of the ring, and a nice reversal. Oh, and what a trip! He's got Lumiere on his back, and as the referee checking on him, asking him if he'd like him to continue. And Roy Ring once again can't help but get into the music, show off to the fans, feel the rhythm. And that's driving him, that smile still on his face. Ooh! Big uppercut. In the air now, trying to use that magic, but it looks like it went the wrong way, reflecting off the referee, who is now warning Lumiere, you can't use the magic on me. Saying, you know, that's your first warning. Calling the action back to the center of the ring. Oh, Roy Ring cartwheels through, still with that smile. And plays on. Ring now showing off his moves, showing off his magic even, as he has Lumiere down to his knees, but now it seems Lumiere may be the one using his magic, trying to take control of this match, trying to get the fans behind him, continuing to draw some power here, looking for something to use here on Roy Ring, and he'll use it on the referee, and hopefully he doesn't get caught now, as he had already been warned. Lumiere trying in vain to get something going here. And he does appear to have control of both men, and now they're joining him in a dance. All three seem to be under the spell of the music, and down goes Roy Ring. As the referee has been seen, he's not been awakened from that trance. Lumiere costing himself precious time. He could be counting for the pin, but Lumiere instead seems to have cost himself the match, as Roy Ring has not moved until now. That definitely would have been a 3. And now he goes down for the count and realizes Roy Ring had already been up to his feet. And that smile you see again, Roy Ring feeling confident. Now he has Lumiere kind of frozen in time. He is starting to, breaks free. But now again, using the trying to use the referee's advantage, but it's failed twice already. Could it work this time? All three men now dancing once again. Oh, and down goes Roy Ring again. Can he get the attention of the official this time? No, the official breaks up the pin and continues to dance. Lumiere's spells and his magic is just not working right. Costing him over and over again in this match. Roy Ring back to his feet now. You wonder, Lumiere, can he pull this off after everything he's done so far has gone the opposite way than he had intended? Seems both men now conjuring up something, trying to conjure up something. Smile still on the face of Roy Ring. activating Lumiere, and he's down. Lumiere's down on the mat. Roy Ring, instead of going for the cover, continues to dance. And that person maybe in Lumiere's corner attempting something, not working. Not working. Not affecting Roy Ring in any way. Instead, Roy Ring appears to be using it on Lumiere's corner man. And now he's pulled him into the ring as well, causing both of them to dance. And now the referee is under the trance as well. The ring continues to smile on and hype up this crowd, and now takes down Lumiere for the cover. That's one. That's two. No, just two. Just two. Lumiere still alive. Still alive in this match. Now he'll try to use his magic again. He's failed multiple times in this match so far. Again, not working, as Roy Ring seems to have put Lumiere in a trance, and he's trying to take him down to the mat. Lumiere continues to fight it off, and he breaks free. And now reverses it on Roy Ring, who's down. But he's right back up, right back to dancing. Again with that corner man here, who he still has under his control with the headbutt. Down he goes, and Lumiere can't help but come to the aid of his corner man, trying to assist him, maybe bring him back here to get the upper hand against Roy Ring. You see him start to make his way to his feet, but still Lumiere's powers do not seem to be coming through in a helpful way for him today. Continue the action as Lumiere's cornerman is still down. Roy Ring appears to have Lumiere under a trance again as he steps towards him. Lumiere also takes a step towards Roy Ring. With each step he seems to fall deeper and deeper. He calls on the band to stop, and the headbutt. Lumiere is down to his back in a cover here. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Roy Ring puts Lumiere in a trance, follows it up with a headbutt, and gets the 3 count. Roy Ring overcomes the numbers advantage, and to the delight of the crowd, now has everyone in the ring dancing, and even in the crowd. Roy Ring has been a blast to watch at this event here in Ouesso. And I hope all of you at home have enjoyed seeing Roy Ring's antics as well. What a scene we have here in Ouesso. I believe that's Saffron, the current champion of the Congo, who's now been pulled into the ring and is wearing a hoodie. He's the champion at the time of this taping, and now he's trying to break free, trying to take on Roy Ring. Usually Saffron will wrestle under a mask. I can't tell you for sure this is him, but it sure moves like Saffron does in the ring. And what does the champion have in store for Roy Ring? And he sends Roy Ring running with one quick smash to the back. And now Saffron ready to clear house, taking out everyone. Except the referee, they all flee. But the referee still under that trance, still continues to dance in the ring. sets his sights on the referee. Oh, the big headbutt, and off goes the referee. He's taken off and he's climbing up on the roof. He's climbing on the roof of the venue now. The power that Saffron used there. Roy Du Ring is now returned to the ring as Saffron and Roy Du Ring will have a face-off here. Saffron seeing the power of Roy Du Ring first hand, and he's trying to fight through it. Roy Du Ring trying to bring him down to the mat, but Saffron breaks free, marches free. The big frame is Saffron, just so hard to bring down, even by the magic. And let's see, Roy Du Ring giving it a second shot. Trying and trying. Trying to bring down Saffron. Will he take down the champion of the Congo? No! Can't do it. And he calls for the band to stop. Saffron kind of stepping back. Roy Du Ring waiting with his hands on his hips. And here comes the referee. Finally feeling brave enough to come down. Counting the pinfall. He counts at 3. Not sure what match he's calling here. But he is just so deeply under the trance of Saffron that he has lost control. WrestleMap.com, the home of pro wrestling from all around the world, featuring pro wrestling news from the international pro wrestling scene that is rapidly expanding across the globe in places that are often left untalked about, like Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and beyond, featuring pro wrestling news that you won't find anywhere else, new every week. But that's not all. A visit to WrestleMap.com will also give you access to the World Pro Wrestling Map, where we are working to compile every active pro wrestling promotion in the world. It's a great resource for wrestling fans, wrestlers looking to travel, and promoters to get more eyes on their product. So be sure to give us a visit and bookmark WrestleMap.com. And we only have 3 matches left for you. That's right, we're coming to a close. Up next, we're going to see Super Male taking on Lumiere. Start things off. Comes across with a nice roll up. 1. No. But a reversal. Lumiere. No. Both wrestlers trying to put a quick finish to this bout. Oh, stiff uppercut from Super Male. And he follows it up with another. And a third. Oh, and the headbutt, down goes Lumiere, but now calling to the crowd, trying to gain some power that brings Super Male down to his knees. Now Super Male's going to try the same, looking to his ancestors, to the crowd, to gain some power, and it almost takes down Lumiere. As Lumiere now pointing to the heavens, trying to conjure something. Super Male fights it off, destroys the crowd. Now back to the traditional wrestling as here's Lumiere. Oh, with a nice drop kick that catches Super Male straight in the chest. Now taking the boots and the forearms to him. Just pounding on his opponent, but there's the reversal and the roll-up 1. Just a 1 again. Those quick roll-ups. Seen a few of those so far. So far, no one has been successful. Oh, a nice takeover. Kind of like a head scissors, but not quite. And Super Male now in control. The nice snapmare takeover. Looking to... Oh, but Lumiere, again, going to that power, that mystical power. something here, and it seems to keep Super Male on his knees in a bit of a trance. What does he have in store here? He has a book here, maybe a book of spells, possibly. Now he's circling around Super Male, trying to conjure up something, trying to make Super Male perhaps read and recite something that could possibly result in a victory for Lumiere. He's reading, and it's got whatever he's reading aloud has got the fans excited. Still in that trance, the band begins to play. Lumiere now taking the book away, and you see Super Male struggling to stay on his feet. Lumiere continues to use that book, making Super Male read. Lumiere calling on the fans, and now using that power, and it'll take Super Male right off his feet. I don't know, perhaps that was a Bible even, or a book of spells, I'm not too sure, but whatever it is, seems to have worked its effect on Super Male, who is now on the mat and unresponsive as Lumiere looks to conjure up something else in the corner. Cleansing himself, wiping himself off. Now has a bottle of some sort. Super Male seems to have taken it. Or it looks like they both have a bottle here. Both wrestlers preparing to drink. There's a cheer. Super Male attempting to cheers. Lumiere almost seems to have control here, but Lumiere now drinking from Super Male's glass, from his bottle. And it looks like he may have spit the liquid into that fabric that he has there. Super Male looks to be uneasy on his feet. Lumiere, oh my goodness! And it's gone up in flames. There's a fire in the ring, and Lumiere lands a dropkick where he falls into the flames. Just a two in the arena. Here, the room where the match is taking place is now completely clouded in smoke. We're rejoining this bout now as Super Male with another bottle there. It looks like a beer this time. And he's about to, he cracks it open with his teeth. Tell Lumiere, hang on, as he starts to drink. And we'll see what he plans to do here. I don't think he's just going to be having a beer. I have a feeling he's going to use this in some way against his opponent. And he spits it out here. Another sip from Super Male. Calling on the fans for the support, but Lumiere attacks mid-drink. You see the beer foaming over, and Lumiere backs off. That beer is just completely foamed over, and Super Male is now pouring it all around the perimeter of the mat. Lumiere frozen in time by Super Male. Reciting something here, conjuring something takes him down. No! Almost takes him down. He's fighting, calling to the fans. Fighting, trying to reverse it. But now, Lumiere's down. And Supermale right back to that beer as the referee begins to count. Remember, in Congolese pro wrestling, a match can end via pinfall, submission, or knockout. So if the referee here does count to 10, but he doesn't. You see, Lumiere answers the count. But if the referee does count an opponent down to 10, that will end the match. Now Supermale attempting to get that beer foaming over again. You see him spit it towards Lumiere. Again, sipping. Now mixing it. It looks like mixing two liquids together. Still has Lumiere frozen. It'll bring him down to a knee. Taking him over. Now let's take a look back right here. Look back at Lumiere starting that fire just a minute ago. Trying to take Supermale down with it. Right there as he steps on it, lights it, and then steps in it, and then uses that fire to kind of land a drop kick. Back as Supermale. Again, using that liquid, trying to make it foam over, and it does this time. He's taking a sip as Lumiere is frozen, and he spits the beer at him, bringing Lumiere to a knee. Again, spitting the foaming beer again and again. Lumiere fighting, trying to fight through it. And now, just tossing the beer, and down goes Lumiere, but he kips up but slips. Slips right on all the beer that's been spread on the mat. I'm sorry, we are jumping around a little bit on this one. This is how we got the footage, so we're just bringing the match to you in the most total form that we can. Lumiere now calling out fans, gaining their support, putting Supermale in a bit of a trance, and he's made him begin to dance. Supermale moving against his own will, and now it appears as if the referee may be facing the same thing. You can see him begin to bounce and sway as Lumiere has taken control of this match, control of both his opponent and the referee's bodies. As they continue to sway along to the music, Lumiere seems to be using some type of blessing or some type of maybe curse, reading again from that book, using that. Oh my God, he threw a fireball at Supermale! And he goes down, but Supermale ended up on top, and that's it! Supermale somehow reverses that fireball that came out of that book of spells, and Supermale walks away the winner. What a reversal. Now coming up, this is a marquee match of this event. Two former champions of the Congo. One in catch fetiche style, that's Bougie Rouge, and Saffron, the classic style former champion, competing here in his hometown of Ouesso. You see Saffron in the mask, Bougie Rouge in the robe. We'll see a mix of classic style and catch fetiche in this match. Saffron, a very powerful wrestler. We'll see if he can use that power against the heavier frame of Bougie Rouge. Bougie Rouge kind of trying to avoid Saffron, who at this point was the champion of the Congo. This was prior to losing the belt to RTGA in Brazzaville. So he's really at the top of his game here. You see he starts things off with a shot to the back that leads Bougie Rouge to flee the ring. The referee calls him back to the corner, asking the two contestants to restart. But Bougie Rouge has something to say to the referee. He doesn't want to hear it, and instead forces the men to lock up, which they will, a test of strength. You would think Bougie Rouge wouldn't have the advantage here, but he does. Oh, but Saffron went into a bridge and now reverses it and knocks Bougie Rouge over, who will use his magic for the first time, kind of stopping Saffron in his tracks. Oh, and stomping on his foot after he has him frozen. Good technique, but a chop right to that bare chest. From Saffron leaves Bougie Rouge reeling again, fleeing from the ring area. Seems to be upset with a fan as he's trying to find his way back into the fight. It's the referee continuing to call for these two competitors to resume, but Bougie Rouge is buying as much time as he can. I think he knows he's outmatched in the power department, maybe looking for some kind of mysticism to use to his advantage. Just as I suspected, there it is, freezing Saffron. What does he have in mind? Oh, a headbutt that doesn't do much. And he'll try to knock Saffron down. He's wobbly, using that magical force, but Saffron seems to be fighting through it for the time being. Bougie Rouge looks surprised. And Saffron now pounding with that uppercut. Bougie Rouge running out of answers early on here. Freezing the champion again. Freezing him in his tracks. Let's take a look back. Right here, you see Bougie Rouge trying to use his magic, trying to use his mysticism. But having not much of an effect at all on Saffron. Fights and fights and fights, and then kind of hulks up, surprising Bougie Rouge, and boom, with that uppercut. Bougie Rouge seems to have fled the ring again. The referee asking the two competitors to continue. And Saffron now taking control back. Three big uppercuts right underneath the chin, leaves Bougie Rouge wobbly and on his back. You wonder, will Saffron go for a cover here? And he does, but he waited a little long. 1, 2. Just a 2, I think. I'm not sure. It looks like, yeah, Bougie Rouge froze the referee, who, when he came to, began to count again, but now realizing the match is far from over, as Bougie Rouge now has Saffron under his control. This time the champion looks a little more dazed than he has. Maybe this mysticism of Bougie Rouge is coming more into play, but you see again Saffron starting to hulk up, breaking free from that spell. But you see now Bougie Rouge bringing out that cloth that he used in the opening bout over his son to get a win. Saw something pouring out from underneath here. I don't know what exactly that is. Maybe we'll get a closer look here. It's like some type of liquid he has underneath that cloth. I'm unsure what he may have in mind. And whatever it is, let's see. Can it take the champion down? He has not been brought down by any of Bougie Rouge's magic yet. And it doesn't look Down to a knee. No, he breaks free again. But not for long, maybe. Continues to fight against it. Bougie Rouge breaking out his most powerful spells, and now the headbutt. But still, Bougie Rouge, yes, finally has the champion down for a cover. So they slowly get there. 1, 2, just a 2, and then a kick out from Saffron. Bougie Rouge finally breaking through with that magic, finally gaining an upper hand. And we'll see what he can do to follow it up. He got a very near fall. Using the band, using the music. Trying to bring the champion down, stomping on his toes, looking for anything. Oh, he's got a hold of the below the belt area there on Saffron, and that'll bring him to the mat. He is reeling in pain now. The referee blowing the whistle. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying here. Maybe he's forcing, it looks like he's forcing Bougie Rouge to kind of step back after using that, what would be considered in most circles an illegal hold. No, I'm sorry. The referee is counting. He's counting, saying that Saffron's got to answer the 10 count. That is up to 4 now. Can Saffron recover? You know he's in a world of pain. That's to 5. 5. Saffron reeling. 6. Referee showing Saffron the count of 6, but he's still in a ton of pain. Use that claw hold below the belt. He depended on, his magic so much, and now he might come away as the winner after just, but Saffron is up. And the match will continue. Bougie Rouge, does he have any more answers? Or will the power of Saffron overcome the magic of Bougie Rouge? More uppercuts. 3 in a row again. Now a kick to the back. And now just pounding on that upper back. Forearm right to the spine. Echoed throughout the building. And again, Bougie Rouge flees the ring. Referee calling for both men to return. You continue to see Bougie Rouge flee when things aren't going his way. So what's going on here? We're calling a draw. The referee looks like it's called a draw. Both wrestlers seem... Well, Saffron seems confused. Bougie Rouge seems okay. Let's see. They're having a conversation now. What is the referee? I guess that's it. The referee called a draw after the count out there. I'm thinking time limit. And now, we're on to our final match. The queen of Congolese wrestling, Reine Shakira, taking on local favorite Niyama. We get to see the queen in action here. And there she is in the ring, the women's champion of the Democratic Republic of Congo. A very long trip from her home of Kinshasa to Ouesso. There she is, Reine Shakira. Getting the crowd fired up with this pre-match ritual. You see wearing the flag of the DRC as a headdress. Niyama. Looks to be making some type of offering here to his gods, to the crowd, before the start of the match. Both of these wrestlers well versed in fetiche. Queen Shakira, however, is a very good, very talented technical wrestler. She can take a beating. I would not be surprised to see her fight through a lot of offense from Niyama and still go on, still keep kicking. Niyama continuing to pray here to make that offering, to draw something from the spirits, from his ancestors, from the afterlife perhaps. Shakira Shakira, maybe doing the same in her corner. She continues to move with the music. She does draw a lot from the music, as we saw early on. Some of the crowd singing along to the song, and here we go. Both wrestlers squaring up. Shakira drops Niyama with an uppercut to start things off. Now pacing, letting Niyama get back to his feet. He'll do so with a kip up and then a tumble into the arm drag, but reversed right away by Shakira. Just a 2 there. Just a 2 on the roll-up. As I mentioned, Shakira is a great technical wrestler. Not all of her matches does she show off the great technical aspect of her game, but you will see it. And look at that trip, as I was saying, now got the legs isolated. What does she have in mind? Oh, a stop right to the midsection. Niyama fleeing the mat. Trying to recover. The referee kind of speaking with Shakira, I think, warning her there, watch the below the belt shots. Now Shakira is not only the women's champion, but she often does compete against men, having a lot of success in intergender bouts. And really, Shakira, she may be the most popular wrestler, male or female, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo right now. Been featured on Vice TV, been talked about on multiple podcasts, been featured in Pro Wrestling Illustrated even, and the drop kick with the referee breaking the 2 up. I'm unsure. Maybe he's lecturing Shakira on something, forcing her to return to her corner. Niyama again in pain. So far, Shakira has had the upper hand in much of this match. Niyama talking to the referee. He's struggling. He's struggling, but looking for something. Down to a knee, trying to rile up the crowd. As the band is now playing Niyama's song. Let's see. Nice snapmare. Some nice chain wrestling from Niyama. Delivered a forearm right to the breadbasket of Shakira, but it's not that effective. And she's right back to her feet as Niyama dances for the crowd, not sure that he knows. She's gotten back to her feet and she's laying in wait, waiting for Niyama to return. See that wrestling stance, as I mentioned, a great technician. Into the knuckle lock, steps over. Just a shove sends Niyama onto his back. Shakira now bringing Niyama up to his feet and a knee right to the throat, it looks like there. That'll knock Niyama over once more. The referee looks to maybe be starting to count here. Wondering what he is delaying on. Let's take a look back though. Shakira, just some nice chain wrestling, that trip, tying up Niyama. Walking through, stomping on that back on the way, and then the drop kick. And now we'll see Shakira start to use some of her magic, some of her catch fetiche, her fetish wrestling, using that voodoo. Wrestling down, onto a knee, kind of fighting back and forth. But Niyama seems to have gotten a reversal, just a 1. Just a 1. Can't get rid of Shakira that easily, even if you are on your home turf. Freezing Niyama with that spell of her own, trying to bring him down. Fighting through the referee, checking in. Now we'll get into a stalemate here, both wrestlers circling. Again, back in that amateur stance. Shakira. 10th into the wrist control, but now Niyama has frozen Shakira. The spell of his own, but it doesn't look like it's bringing the champion down. She's fighting through it, using maybe her own dark powers, but now, no, she rolls right through, and now reverses it off to the referee who hits the deck. Niyama tries to get him up. Both wrestlers circling now. The referee stepping in, warning Niyama about something. Niyama pleading his case. That could be a final warning here. Niyama down to a knee, trying to use the power of the crowd as well. And he does to take down Shakira, going for the cover. No, quick kick out from Shakira after only a 1. Let's see what will transpire here. Both wrestlers have received warnings. Shakira using her spell. Oh, Niyama fighting it down. Down goes Niyama. Shakira with the coverage. Oh, but the referee pulls her off. Unsure why. He must have, maybe that was the warning, that she couldn't use a specific type of... No, I don't know. That must have been the referee's warning. He won't allow it to end with a certain type of fetiche, I suppose. So now both wrestlers back in the ring, both fetichers, or witch doctors as they can sometimes be called. Niyama. Niyama, tries to take down Shakira, but she follows it up with a big clothesline in 3. That'll do it! Big clothesline from Shakira. Takes down Niyama for the 3 count. And Reine Shakira, the queen of Congolese wrestling, has traveled to Ouesso and is leaving victorious in the main event. Just bringing Niyama up to his feet here. But what does Shakira have in mind? She's trying to put a trance on perhaps the referee as well. It seems as if Niyama is under her control. Oh, the referee, though, not falling for Shakira's tricks. But Shakira now she's got both men under her trance as they'll dance to the band now. Now putting the spell out into the crowd here. And it looks like it's working. She's got another spectator now under the trance. Who's beginning to march to the music into the ring. And now they seem to be forming a line here that Shakira is orchestrating, making them salute to the queen, and she looks like she's going to lead them in a march. That's right, the queen of Congolese wrestling has the 3 men under her spell, leading them in a salute to march out of the arena, and what a way to end things here in Ouesso. You see now an even larger line has formed behind Shakira, along with the band as they're marching through. I hope you've enjoyed our event here in Ouesso. A nice look at Congolese pro wrestling, Congolese catch fetiche. Some of the best fetichers in the Congo and Republic of the Congo. And also, you can't forget, as you see her in the ring there, the queen of Congolese wrestling, Reine Shakira.